So settings, scrolling across your shelf. Fancy, right? This is your shelf. This is where you can pin apps to your shelf or websites that you use often. You can also pin to your shelf here. And you'll see I have some pinned under my account. And so just kind of like scrolling across, I'm going to show you how you pin apps. And then I'm just going to show you how you get apps. So this is your shelf. When you click here, when you right click on your desktop background, I have a mouse attached right now. So you're hearing that click, right click. To right click on your trackpad, it's at 2 fingers and it's just a tap or a click. You can 2 fingers. So the trackpad is kind of like, I think, tricky for some. 1 finger is a click, 2 fingers tap at the same time, or click down is a right click. And you can auto hide your shelf, and what that'll do is when you're not here, your shelf will disappear, which is pretty cool. So this is your launcher. This is Chrome updated. So it used to look like the magnifying glass that is on your keyboard. Now it just looks like a circle. So they used to match. You can press the button on your keyboard, or you can click on this, or you can touch your screen. You can do all of those things. So this is your launcher. Your launcher is awesome. Right from your launcher, you can do a search. You can ask it a question. You can do math. It's basically like a Google search right here without having to launch Chrome, go to Google, type in your question, look for your whatever it is that you're looking for. So I could do some math in here. If I do 2 times pi, it'll do a calculation for me. Did you see that? I actually hit enter. But if I do 2 times pi, there's the answer equals right here. Bam. If I do 2 kilograms equals 2,000 grams, or I can do a conversion. You see how I have like a search icon there? So for you. I can also search for apps that I have on my Chromebook. So if I search for docs, here's all of the apps that I have on my Chromebook with the word doc in it that I can launch from there. I can also ask it a question. So I have this speaker enabled, and I also have OK Google. How long does it take to fly around the world? It didn't launch. I heard it. It blinked up here. I don't think it likes it. My headphones, I think. But if I click on this one, so let's do this one. How long does it take to fly around the world? It's going to read to me. Love it. I love it when it reads to me. It's not reading to me on this one. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. I don't hear it. Some of them it does read to you, like if you. Oh, there it goes. You can't hear what she's saying, but she just said if she read this across the top. So that was nice. I think OK Google doesn't like my headphones. Nope, there it goes. OK Google. How long does it take to fly around the world? I'm going to try something. OK Google. How many feet are in a mile? Thank you. Okay, so she just read me this site. So let's boop, boop, boop. And actually, when I did it from here, I heard Google start. Okay, Google. How many feet are in a mile? Look at that. So you don't even have to be in your launcher to ask it a question if you have the OK Google enabled. This is amazing. Love it. No, she just defined enable for me, which is very handy. So you'll notice my shelf is gone right now. Do you see that? Gone. Oop, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. That's that auto hide. If you don't like that, remember right click, 2 fingers, and auto hide. You can also change where your shelf is. Left, to the left, to the left. I hate that. The kids love it. I don't know why they love it. I'm a bottom shelfer. That's me. I don't get it. So that's your shelf. Fabulous. And so then how do you pin apps to your shelf? To pin an app to your shelf, you can drag the app to your shelf, or you can 2-finger tap, right click. So right click on the app and pin it to your shelf. So let's say I wanted Raz Kids to be pinned to my shelf. If I hover over the app and then I right click, I can say pin to shelf. I can also open things in different windows. So I have one window open, and I can open Raz Kids as its own window. I don't know if I click that. Oh, sorry. Pin as to shelf, new window. And it'll open up in a new window. And then that key above your 6 key, that multiple windows key, love that key. It's going to open up all of yours. So here's my Raz Kids login is still loading. And then my Chrome enabled over here, still here. Boop, boop. It's so good. I love it. You can bounce between the two, go back to where you were. I love it. Click on your launcher again. So all apps, this is my, look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 5 pages of apps because that's what I do. I install apps, I test things out. That's what I do. Love it. I have an app addiction as well as an extension addiction, as you can see, happening in my Chrome browser. All of these things are, they're a problem, I know, but they make me more productive, I guess. So apps, you have the installed on your Chromebook, the Google Suite. So Chrome, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Drawings, Google Calendar, Gmail. Those are the essentials. Google Classroom is supposed to be installed, and sometimes I see that it's not. So you should get it. So to get apps, you click on the web store. So if you click on the web store, you get apps. So here's apps that you can add. So the web store. We have created what's called the HCSD App Store. This is a collection of apps for students. So to scroll on your Chromebook, this is great. You can touch your screen and just swipe up. 2 fingers on your trackpad, move your fingers up and down on your trackpad, and you can scroll. Or you could use this little bar over on the left-hand side. Fun, right? So much fun. I love it. So here's the apps that we've added for student use. We can add other apps to this that you want, but really what an app is on a Chromebook is just a pointer to a mobile optimized site. It's just a bookmark, if you will, on your Chromebook. So these are the only apps that students can install. If a student tries to come here and go to games and then, install the Call of War, they're going to get like a pop-up that says this is blocked by your administrator. It's like the number one complaint that I hear from kids is that they can't do anything on their Chromebooks. I love it. That complaint actually makes me happy because they're like, oh, I can't do anything on my Chromebook except for schoolwork. Darn. So the App Store is for students. You have the App Store set for you so you can see what's available for students, but you are able to browse the web store. So browse the web store. That's why you have a Chromebook. Look for tools and apps that are going to work for you. Add them. Do what I do. Add them. Test them out. Delete them. Get rid of them. Do the whole thing. You can do it all. It's great. So great. So if you search for Classroom, if it's not on your Chromebook, it'll come up. You'll see. Look, it's breaking this up by extensions. Do you see this? Extensions, themes, apps. Make sure that you scroll. So the first one came up as an extensions, themes, apps. Make sure that you're looking for the right tool. So you can add the Google Classroom app to your Chromebook. I already have it installed. So you pin apps by right-clicking on them and you say pin to shelf. You unpin them by doing the same thing, right-clicking, unpinning from shelf. You can also pin websites. So this is my work Chromebook. I showed you how to make bookmarks, right? You see all my bookmarks. Same bookmarks I had before. It's my Chrome browser. I can pin this website to my shelf, which also then makes an app out of it because it's really just a bookmark. Okay, so to pin this to your shelf, you come over here to the three dots, boop, 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 click on that, and you go to More Tools, and you say Add to Shelf. So if I say Add to Shelf, it's going to say, do you want Add to Shelf, gives it an icon, and then you can choose whether it opens as a window, kind of like opens as its own entity instead of within Chrome. It doesn't matter to me which one I choose, so it's up to you how you choose that. And then look, there it is, bam, Office 365. Awesome. Cool, right? I'm going to quit out of this one because, I don't really need RazKids open right now. And then I'm going to unpin this one. Pinning apps, moving apps around, you can rearrange your shelf. So maybe you want this one to be in position 2. Do you know what you can do if it's in position 2? If you press the Alt key and then the numbers, it'll launch those particular apps on your Chromebook. So number 1 is Chrome, number 2, Office 365, number 3, my Drive. So if I want to launch my Google Drive, if I hit Alt 3, bam, there's my Google Drive. Love it. It's loading my Google Drive. Good to go. Drive. So exciting. So Alt 1, 2, get it? So there's definitely a benefit to having them there other than they're quick and easy for you to access. You can also quick launch them, which is super fun. You can swipe between these using your fingers on your trackpad. So you can go from window to window to window by swiping across your trackpad. Another tip. And so then you can also, I'm going to pull this down into its own window here. So now I have these 2 windows open, right? And I'm going to just show you. So did you see what I just said? Sorry, I just totally I grab this tab, any tab, and if you drag it down, boop, it becomes its own window. So now I should have 3. 2, 3. It's exciting. When you have windows open, you can tile them next to each other just like you can on your computer. There's a keyboard shortcut for it, which is Alt, and then the brackets, left and right brackets, braces, brackets on your keyboard. So if I do Alt left, it's going to go to the left. And then if I click on the window behind it and I do Alt right, it'll go to the right side. Sorry, I should say Alt right bracket. So if you press Alt right bracket, it'll go to the right hand side. You can also click and drag your windows like this. So if I make this big again, if I click and drag this down, sorry, I'm kidding to you, and I drag it over to the left, you see how it does that like snap out? It'll snap that way too. So you can drag them over and drop them. You can also grab them with your hand and drag them around on your Chromebook. You can't hurt it, so play with it. You can't hurt it, I promise. You see I'm kind of I'm tossing the windows? It's kind of fun. Look at that. Tossed the windows. That's exciting. So those are just a couple of the keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to give you the handout. Play with them. Just a couple of the keyboard shortcuts. So check out what happens when I open a new tab on my Chromebook. I have a Jackie dashboard. You should have a Jackie dashboard. And every time it opens, you should think about it and be like, oh, I love my Jackie dashboard. Isn't that great? You should have a dashboard. This is called Momentum. It's an extension. So you get it from the web store. I'm going to show you, I'm going back to the web store. I know I'm bouncing everywhere. You're like, oh my God, she's just bouncing everywhere. I'm going back to the web store because I want to show you the homepage. Comes to the HCSD web store, go all the way back. If you click on Chrome Web Store, go back all the way. to the real one. And it'll come up like this. And here's the web store. They have like fun. I checked this on the capture and share web content with your team, a collaborative web clipper, push bullet. These are extensions. If you click on apps, you'll see all of the featured apps here. There's piano apps. There's all kinds of apps. So you can browse through these apps. Anyway, that one, this Momentum is an extension, and it shows up here in the beginning. It's awesome. Your program your location, Grammarly, so many great things. Oh, it's not featured anymore. It's in here. You can just search for it, Momentum. And it's a dashboard. There it is. Whoa. So it takes over your new tab, makes it this beautiful thing. You can make a to-do list. You can set a goal for yourself for the day. See, Chrome OS Cadet Tech. And you can do links. Gmail, you can add your favorite links. Use the plus button. Add your own stuff. It's awesome. Love it. So those are some major features of your Chromebook that make your Chromebook different than just a browser, just a web browser. But most of the things that you're doing right now on your Chromebook, actually not most, all of the things that you're doing on your Chromebook right now watching this, you can do through the web browser. I taught this class over the summer just through the Chrome browser. The App Store, the web store, is located in your Chrome browser on a PC up in the upper left-hand corner under Apps. You get the same things. If you install it on your Chromebook, it's going to be up there for you too. You can do all of these things in your Chrome browser. The settings that you have down here for your Chromebook are identical to the settings that are up here in your browser. So if you come up here and you go to settings, it's the same exact window, same exact options. So I really want to emphasize this, like, it doesn't matter what device you're on. If you're using Chrome and you're logged into Chrome with your account, the things are the same. So you can practice, you can play, share, do all of those things. It's awesome.